Welcome to On Writing with Onkarabile, the show that is aiming to promote reading and writing in our communities. Please do subscribe to Nolu Unlimited Multimedia. Like and share the following interview. Ladies and gentlemen, today on our show, we have Mr. Hlulani Mayimele, who is going to share more on how they promote reading and writing on their online radio station. Mr. Hlulani, sir, thank you so much for coming to the show.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, please share with us, before we just go into our own topic today, how you guys promote reading and writing in your community, in your online radio station, rather.
Oh, okay.
Share with us, who is Hlulani Mayimele?
Okay, thank you very much, and the viewers at home. I'm Hlulani Mayimele. I'm a radio presenter. Currently I work for an online radio station based in Johannesburg Athletic Stadium, VMC Planet Radio. I joined the station in just before the COVID lockdown in 2020. So ever since I've been with the station, what I've been doing, because I host a weekend talk show, what I've been doing, I've been profiling a lot of writers on the show. Although now, after the reprogramming, after the new programs were introduced, I no longer do interview. I no longer interview authors. Now they are interviewed on our Sunday show. But I've because let me say from 2020, the whole of 2021, and a bit of 2022, I've been interviewing authors.
Okay.
So I've interviewed a lot of them. So I can rightly say that I've contributed, and the station have contributed, and is still contributing, promoting reading and writing, because we give authors the right platform to shine, where they sit for an hour, and then we get to review their books.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the name of your show when you were?
Okay, the name of the show is still called VMC Chat Corner. I've had different co-presenters on the show, but I've been on the show ever since the show started. So I've had three. Now I'm on the third co-presenter. I've co-presented with Ray Hover. I've co-presented with Tintswalo. Tintswalo, she's one of the good writers. She's a published author. So it was a good thing having her on the show, because you see now, I only have that, I'm a reader myself.
Yeah.
I do write, although I'm still not yet confident with my writing. I think I still need to polish that skill. So having Tintswalo on the show was a good thing, because she knows how to write. I'm a reader, and I know how to interview. I know what I want from an author, what I want to know. If now I'm talking to you, we are discussing your book. So Tintswalo is an author, so it was a good thing. And now her show on Sunday Larks, she focuses on profiling different authors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the show that I present is VMC Chat Corner, which has every Saturday from 10 to 12. So now the focus is on current affairs, and we also give we also profile people who are running non-profit organizations. We also profile business people who are doing extraordinary things. Now that it's Women's Month, our focus is on profiling women, phenomenal women. So we have had different speakers coming to the show, different women coming to the show. We talk about the things that they do in their communities.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to know, when you were hosting that, or actually you're still hosting the show, but when you were profiling authors.
Yeah.
And maybe what Tintswalo is doing on Sunday, because she's the one who's carrying on.
She's the one who's carrying on now. Yes.
I want to know, did you guys have a time where, when you were interviewing authors, where authors will be given an opportunity of maybe having a conversation or interaction with the audience?
Yes, we have had instances, because obviously, always, when we are interviewing our authors, for every interview we do open our lines for people to call in. But surprisingly, very few people are interested into reading. Let me say into books, But you will have people sometimes calling in and say, "No, it's a very nice book. Where can we get the book?" But more often than once, we don't get those calls where people want to know more about the book. And maybe this goes to who we are as a country here when it comes to reading. Because if you check, I can give you an example of a study that was done in 2016 and in 2017, where it found that only 5.3 million adult South Africans, it's only 5.3 who are committed readers, print book readers, you understand, which makes up only 14% of the entire population. And in another one that was done in 2019, it found that number, at least it has increased by around 1 million. I don't know now because I can't find any information or a survey that was done on people who read. Maybe the COVID-19 pandemic as well has contributed to that. But on average, it's not more than 20% of the population of the people who read. So you go and check how many people tune into the station. So obviously we are going to get fewer reactions to books. Yeah.
No, it's very true. It's very true. And I wanted to ask, you as the station and also as the host of the show, of the show, why did you see the need, like since you speak about even the statistics, why did you see the need of bringing that kind of a show where you guys promote reading and writing?
The objective was to obviously promote literature, because literature is very important. Without literature, we cannot communicate. It means the world can come to a standstill without literature.
Yeah.
And if you check now, I think maybe we should also focus more on our indigenous languages. Promoting more readers who write in isiZulu, Sesotho.
Yeah.
You understand? Because maybe to change the perception, because reading comes with a lot of benefits. It comes with a lot of benefits. It has got health benefits. It expands your knowledge. It expands it even relieves your stress levels. You understand? So a lot of things or a lot of subjects that people discuss in their books are not taught at school. You only find, chances are, most of these authors, the subjects that they discuss in their books, they got to learn whatever or let me say master those subjects or those laws of living, the laws of nature. You understand? After they've graduated and all that, some of them, they write about their life experiences. So the objective was to give authors the platform to shine, obviously, the platform to promote their books, because the objective, VMC, when I joined the station, I was told exactly that our objective is to promote local talent, meaning we promote writers, local artists, local businesses. Mostly the focus was to give young people a platform to shine. So our objective was to give readers that platform without them paying. Because if you go to those bigger radio stations, you have to pay, even if they can say, no, this is for free. We're giving you a free airtime to come and promote your book. Somehow you will have to pay someone for you to get airtime. You understand? You will have to bribe someone in the corners. So with us, VMC, if sometimes we approach people, you understand, to say, can you come? We literally beg people to say, we want to help us promote your material. So it was to promote literature, which is very important. It was also to promote local talent, our writers. Yeah, and we still, and I'm glad we're still continuing doing that. If you can tune into Sunday Lux on Sundays, you will see that Tintsalu is sitting on average with 2 authors on that show. So there's no Sunday that she doesn't have an author on that show. So which was different with VMC Chat Corner, because VMC Chat Corner, the focus was not only interviewing authors. So we could go maybe for 2 Saturdays without authors, but we saw the need to say let's create a show that will focus on authors. And Tintsolo, being an author, she's doing a good job reviewing and profiling authors.
So, Mr. Hlulani, as you have mentioned about the bigger radio stations, you made a comparison. Let's talk about online radio station. Do we have more market on that one? Because many people are used to these bigger radio stations, as you have said, and they believe that as an author, as a reader, if I go there and put my work there, I know I'll reach a lot of people. So online radio station, are they active?
The market is there. Maybe we can talk about accessibility. And when I say accessibility, we know they are accessible online, which is easy to access online, given you have got resources. We're talking about data now.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we know that data is very expensive in South Africa. You understand? Data is very expensive, and it's not easy for people to follow online radio stations as much as they should. Because now we are moving to, let me say, already we are in the 4th industrial revolution, and that we need to move with time. I'm not saying we should not listen to, we should not tune into those bigger radio stations that are still like that on the spectrum. Those are using frequencies, because even us now, we are in the process of getting a frequency so that we can broadcast both. You can find us both online and via a frequency. So people do listen to online radio stations based on the content. You need to create content that when a person think of using their data, which is expensive, they don't feel like they've wasted. You understand? So there is a market, but the question is the issue of data, which is known to be expensive in South Africa. You understand? Yeah, because I do have friends who follow me, and some of them will only tune in if they are on duty and they've got free Wi-Fi. You understand? where they are working. Yeah. It's very rare for them to tune in when they are off, because data is expensive. Yeah. So let me say there is a market for online radio station, but we're just praying that maybe the government will finally listen to our calls to reduce data prices, because the same question can be asked about YouTube channels, people who create content for YouTube. If I want to go and watch your content on YouTube, it must be the content that at the end of the day I don't have to regret using my hard-earned data. You understand? Yeah. My data that was bought via my hard-earned money, to say I've wasted my time. So there is a market. As much as there's market for podcasts, there is a market for online radio stations.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the question that I'm going to ask you now is that now we talk about the topic of reading and writing.
Yeah.
Both online and maybe on YouTube. Do you think that it is a content that we need to push both online and on YouTube channels, where people can not mind to use their data to watch or listen to the content?
I think it is something that we need to push, as much as we need to also maybe look at the angles that we need to use when creating our content, because it's a question of if now you are pushing something online, what is your competitive advantage? What is new that you are bringing to the market that is already there, the market that already struggles to buy that? You understand? So it's a question of being different, and the question of promoting our languages, promoting reading and writing. Reading and writing is very important. I mean, Onkarabile, it's very, because I interact with different people on any given day. So you might sometimes laugh at what people, like how people communicate, like someone that you expect to be professional, how they communicate with you. You will feel that, no man, this person still needs to read. Like, for example, you find we do have authors, published authors, who don't read themselves.
Yeah. That's terrible.
and you can pick that from the conversations that you will have with them. Then you will see that, no man, this person still need to read more, because off air you will want to, obviously on air maybe the focus will be discussing the contents of the book, but off air, when you hold like a general discussion with this person, you will feel that, no man, this person still needs to read. You understand? Yeah, they still need to read. Writing a book it's another safe way of putting your message across without people arguing with you. You understand? Because now if you write something, if maybe there's a particular subject that you are going to write on, let's say maybe you're discussing, like there's a subject that you are discussing. Yeah? If me now, as Hlulani, go and read your book and I've got a view contrary to what you have discussed on your book, it means for me to be relevant, I must also go and write a book. You understand? Yeah. For me to be relevant in opposing your view, I need to also go and write a book. But if now we are having a discussion like we are having now, it's easy for you to challenge me because it's verbal and you are with me now, we are interacting. But for a book, it's your way of interacting with the author without the author being present. You understand? Yeah. And it's very rare that you get chances to ask the author about the subject that they've discussed, so they get away with a lot of things, without being held accountable. But off air, when you discuss with them, you will feel, no man, this person still needs to go and read, and not only read, also perfecting their writing skills. It's very important, because I cannot expect an author, a published author, who is published for that matter. When you are, you don't need to only promote reading, reading and writing only with your books. Also, when you're interacting with people, because I don't expect you as a published author, Mr. Onkarabile, to be communicating with me either on WhatsApp or Facebook using shorthand language. You understand? For me to take you serious, you need to understand. There's a lot of people that back then, while I was still doing interviewing authors, you find an author texting you. They are asking for an interview. Maybe they saw some Facebook posters, or they were referred by someone. They hardly know how to communicate. You understand? Like, if now you need something from me, you cannot just say hi and leave it there. I mean, tell me what you want so that I can prioritize, because people are busy out there. Yes, you understand? People are busy. Yeah. So I think reading and writing, we need to push it. We need to push it either on this platform or anywhere, either by going to the communities, hold campaigns, those like the organizations out there that are dealing with, more especially within young people. We need to promote reading and writing, more especially the focus needs to start from primary school. Yeah.
No, Mr. Hlulani, that was a mouthful. If people want to get access to your radio station, where can they get hold of you guys?
We broadcast on www.vmcplanetradio.co.za. We are at Johannesburg Athletic Stadium, which is in Dorenfontein. And if they we've got a Facebook page, VMC Planet Radio, and they can also call our studio line, our reception line. I've forgotten the number. It is a reception because I don't usually call it. But the studio line is 062-450-8619. If they can send a WhatsApp to that number with the details of what they want, the assistance that they need, then they will get that assistance. If you want to book for interviews, you can text that number on WhatsApp, and then they will direct you to Tinswalo, who will arrange for an interview, which will be on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, thanks, Mr. Hlulani, for such an information, sir.
No, thank you very much for having me. I've been interviewing people for a very long time, like since 2000
now is your time
2016. So it was my first time.
Yes, I know.
I don't know if I have a good way of hiding that I'm nervous.
No, it's good. I always do that sometimes. I'm always interviewing people, and sometimes I'm interviewed also too.
Yeah.
I'm facing reality now.
No. Thank you very much. And we need
sir.
more platforms like this one where we because you see all those mainstream medias, they've got their own objectives, and it is in these platforms where we get to be flexible,
true.
And decide what needs to be discussed.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. No, thank you so much.
No, you're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching On Writing with Onkarabile, the show that is aiming to promote reading and writing in our communities. Please don't forget to subscribe to Nolu Unlimited Multimedia and like and share this inspirational interview. Thank you so much.